You're listening to the Mangroves to Mountains podcast, where we talk all things outdoors, hunting, fishing, paddling, camping, adventure travel, and more. Thanks for listening.
And I would perhaps, okay, you would ask me, yes, I have a new book. It is a collection of short stories. It's longer than the last one. This is not so much self-publishing as it is independent publishing. Self-publishing, I can write anything I want. There's somebody who'll print it for me. I would like to believe that what I'm doing conforms to some standards. I have a print shop. I do all the editing myself, as well as writing the stuff. And there is a print shop up in Akron, Ohio, 48-hour printers with whom I've had excellent liaison. They're doing this. But anyone who needs to know or wishes to know about any of the books I've written need only go to my farce book account, which is Steve Land Captain, one word, Kantner, Kantner, to see them. And they're all available, all of except this last one. Not this one, but the one before this, Hot Licks, Peacocks, and Pricey Perfume. That was the first independently published book. And I have what's called an ISBN number and a barcode and everything. This is the real deal. I'm a publisher now. I could sell them if I want to stores. The odds of me hobbling around, schlepping these books to marine stores are the odds of me taking a handful of fissible material and sticking it in my mouth and biting on it and watching the neutrons blow out my ear. Period. I'm not doing it. But
Yeah.
If anybody wants to get some of this stuff, and I'm getting good reviews on it. It's there. These books are reasonably priced. The expensive one, the table book, is like a $60 deal. You have to go to Tom Perro at Wild River Press. You'll see it. Anybody who follows this will see it. He's currently in Alaska, but he's out by Seattle and Washington. I forget where he lives, but the rest of this stuff you can go to. You can get it at Amazon, off of this, off of that. But this new one, Hot Licks, as in peacocks, we know what they are. I caught enough of them. I went to Brazil to catch some big ones. And Pricey Perfume, when I was a young man before I got married, I also had an interest in young ladies, and it's in there. And it's not pornography, but some of the stories, they do smack of alternative lifestyles, and it's all, I think, positive stuff that has a message for everyone.
Yeah,
you're the reader.
that title's so provocative. I love it. I have to read that one. And you can get that one through Amazon, or is that through you?
No,
or
that's through me. That's through
you.
moi. And I still have a few. I have, I don't know, maybe 30 of them left.
Mm-hmm.
And it really kind of pisses me off. These people, you can call me, you can email me, even if I don't know you, you can ask me a question. I'm not going to mark a map for you, because I don't think that's fair to other fishermen who are putting in their time. But you want to ask me a question about this and that, an in-depth question, I'll help you. But don't try to bag me, by saying, oh, I bought this one or that one. And, so you can kind of, like I've got cats, how they do it? They rub against your leg so you like them. You say, oh boy, I really don't like that when I have like X amount and I'm still selling them, and I have people who really do want them. And if you want to buy one of those from me, I don't care what the rule is somewhere else, cash, check, money order. And there's no one alive that can't go to a Publix and get a money order and send it to me. I put my wife through enough misery here. She takes these things, and from now on, there's only one way we're sending them out. In fact, I tried to stick to this, and that's USPS, Postal Service, priority mail, flat rate, $7. We track it, and I know you get it. None of this
Fair
trying
enough.
to save, $5 or $2 or whatever by having her schlepped down to the post office and media mail and all that stuff. I mean, I don't buy cheap bourbon, and I don't like to take care of my customers cheap.
Yeah, exactly. So any fishing plans coming up?
Well, like I say, I don't get around so well anymore. I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's. I did go out in the Everglades. One of my pals took me out in the boat. I refused help. I had to crawl down the dock and get into the boat. It was funny. I had two young girl martial arts competitors help me. They saw it and they were moved by heart, and they helped me. They picked me up, got my ass under me, and I stood up, and my friend was holding the boat and holding the ropes. I got into the boat, but I figure I earned that trip. I had a lot of fun. Fishing, I've got a week from tomorrow. I was a member for many years of the ancient and august Sports Fishermen of Broward. 50 years ago, I joined. They're having their
Wow.
50th anniversary, and I am being honored with Dr. Gordon Hill and Dr. Bob Andre and Bob Oliver, and Mike, what's his name, from the IGFA. The five of us are being honored there, and I'm very flattered, very honored by that. I'm going to that dinner.
That's awesome. When is that?
It's just a private dinner. It's on July, the 12th. And, ironically, the dinner is being held at the Episcopal Church. I happen to be an Episcopal congregant where I was married to my first wife. And when they first told me about that, I said, "Oh, no." I said, the marriage didn't work.
Fact stranger
didn't
than
work.
fiction.
Yeah, no. I mean, but whatever. It's to me, I'm so happy. And I like to tell, and I do this every so often, it sounds corny, but some of these folks, these aren't all these millionaire lawyers and stuff, and they call me or they email me and they say, "I bought your book and I really appreciate, and you really told me some stuff and I really like it," whatever. And it just, that's one of the reasons I do it. I don't care about, this rich bitch culture. They can do whatever they want. But this makes me feel like I'm there for the right reasons for a change.
Absolutely. Well, Steve, this has been really fun. I hope we can do it again
Yeah, I
sometime.
liked it too.
Hope we can do it again, because I have a feeling you
do
have
I.
more. I have a feeling you have more stories.
No,
Okay, go ahead.
anyway, thanks. I really appreciate you taking your time with this.
No, it's been fun. And just getting back in touch with you has been fun too, through the
Me too.
phone
Me too.
conversations. You've been a mentor to me, and I really respect your writing, and your fishing skills are top notch, as good as it gets. And I was thinking earlier today, one of my favorite movies, I don't know if you've seen it, it's with Peter O'Toole. It's My Favorite Year. Do you remember that from the 80s? Anyway,
No, but I love O'Toole.
yeah, there's a great line in it. And long story short, this kid that kind of follows him around says, Peter O'Toole's playing this famous actor, supposed to be like Flynn, what's his name? The actor, Errol Flynn. It's
Yeah.
based loosely on his life. And he said,
Yeah.
you were married 5 times. How does a guy marry 5 women, over the course of your life? He goes, "Son, I didn't marry them. They married me."
Oh, yeah. No, that's like these girls with all this screaming and all this kind of stuff. And we took advantage of them and all that. No, it's the other way around. We didn't take advantage of girls. They had something to say in it too.
But I feel like the connection to that for me is that, you know a lot of famous anglers, but they also know you, and you're as good an angler or better than any of these famous names,
That's very kind of you to say.
but it's absolutely 100% true.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
You too,
meeting
Vicky.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim. I really
Okay.
appreciate it.
Thank you so
You
much.
got your handfuls editing this, I'm sure.
That's all right. That's all part of the fun.
Anyway,
Take
God
care,
bless
Steve.
you, man. Go
You
with
too.
God.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, check out the Mangroves to Mountains podcast. It's a new podcast I started recently. The primary focus is hunting and fishing, but there's also going to be episodes about camping, kayaking, hiking, just general outdoor stuff. So check it out when you get a chance. Thanks. You can find the Mangroves to Mountains podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Podbean, iTunes, and other spots. Check it out. Thanks.